two supposed alien corpses were displayed in front of the Mexican government.
This is just the beginning. This is not the end. There is so much more to come.
Otherworldly DNAs gained quite a lot of traction during the past months, and it's only getting bigger.
All the time. They happen all the time.
Were over 60 kids that saw what I saw.
Whatever it was.
They looked like identical twins.
It had a very big head.
To negotiate what it was.
After some breaking news regarding UFOs and whistleblowers coming forward with information during the U.S. congressional hearing, Mexico held its own congressional hearing regarding unidentified flying objects. But nobody could have anticipated that a UFO journalist and researcher would display two alien bodies during this hearing.
Mummified mystery behind an otherworldly claim.
Scientists in Mexico pulling back the curtain on what they believe are aliens.
Hang around to see how these bodies were discovered and what made the researchers show them at a public hearing.
Examine and see if these were fake or real or what were they.
In a significant development on the UFO front, Mexico recently held its first ever hearing on UFOs, following the hearings held in the U.S. Congress and occurring at the same time with NASA's highly anticipated report on unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs, aka UFOs.
We are looking for signs of life. Do I believe there's life in a universe that is so vast? My personal answer is yes.
The U.S. is taking UFOs increasingly seriously after several whistleblowers have come forward, but most of these events and people have historically been covered up by the U.S. government, with them not formally accepting the possibility of extraterrestrial life.
The government has been doing this for 80 years and keeping it secret. There's a crash retrieval program. There's a back engineering program. Have alien biological entities that are in freezers.
During this Mexican congressional hearing, scientists put on display what they claim to be the remains of two extraterrestrial beings. The hearings focused on recent UFO sightings around the world, mirroring a similar event in the United States in July.
Las Vegas family called 911. Saying two 10-foot-tall extraterrestrials had landed in their backyard.
It has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
The highlight of the Mexican hearing was the display of what was claimed to be two non-human corpses, both estimated to be over 1,000 years old. These bodies were discovered in the city of Cusco, Peru by Jamie Mawson, a famous Mexican journalist and ufologist, and a team of researchers.
I am an investigative journalist, and I've been working as a journalist for the last 47 years of my life.
Broke records in 1991 after being on air for almost 12 hours discussing UFOs. These small, non-human bodies were unveiled in transparent boxes, and one of them is said to contain eggs. The bodies are now known as the Nazca mummies. Jamie Mawson testified under oath, saying that scientists at the National Autonomous University of Mexico had studied the bodies and conducted radiocarbon dating to extract DNA evidence. The analysis revealed that these mummified figures do not belong to our terrestrial evolution, and that over 30% of their DNA is of unknown origin when compared to other DNA samples. According to Mawson, these alien bodies are believed to be over 1,000 years old and contain rare metals. He emphasized that they're not beings recovered from a UFO crash, but were instead found in diatom mines before undergoing fossilization. Additionally, he shared widely discredited UFO videos, including one depicting lights appearing to fly out of Popocatépetl. The hearing also featured scans that showed one of the bodies containing eggs. Both bodies were reported to have implants made of extremely rare metals, including osmium, which is not only the rarest metal, but also the rarest non-radioactive element, usually found only in trace amounts in other alloys.
Osmium is now clean enough to run on the mass spectrometer. If we load it on the mass spectrometer, osmium is all we have.
Among the participants in Mexico's congressional hearing was also Ryan Graves, the executive director of Americans for Safe Aerospace and a former U.S. Navy pilot.
The whole fleet of them look on the ASA.
You know, globally here, if we have some type of, red air threat that's out there gathering our waveforms and our tactics or something else, if we're not curious, then what are we?
Graves claimed to have encountered UFOs regularly during his time as a Navy pilot, that the regular airline pilots have seen UFOs too, and that they don't have any briefing or instructions on what to do in these kinds of situations, contributing to the ongoing discussion surrounding UFOs.
We just had something go right over the top of us that
I hate to say this, looked like a long cylindrical object. It almost looked like a cruise missile type of thing moving really fast that went right over the top of us.
It's not a satellite, it's not a meteor.
During the event, Professor Abraham Avi-Loeb, the director of the Harvard Astronomy Department, the longest-serving chair of Harvard's Department of Astronomy, and author of Oumuamua theory about the first interstellar object that passed through our solar system.
Pretty obvious to me that we are probably not alone.
Some sort of alien technology, perhaps exploring the cosmos.
It's a small object between 300 and 3,000 feet or 101,000 meters long, with its width and thickness both between 115 and 548 feet, 35 and 167 meters, that was observed on September 9, 2017.
It was pushed away from the sun by some mysterious force, without showing any cometary evaporation, no rocket effect to push it. The question is, what was pushing it?
Professor Loeb urged the Mexican government to allow national scientists to investigate the possibility of alien life, and he's published 2 books on this topic in 2021 and 2023. Pentagon officials have acknowledged unexplained encounters with objects in the sky, but have consistently maintained that they do not believe these encounters involve aliens.
That our government has lied about UFO information, that it's withheld UFO files, and even spied on UFO witnesses.
And Mexico might not go in this path. The Mexican Congress is currently considering legislation that would make Mexico the first country to explicitly declare belief in the existence of alien life. This move would be a remarkable development in the global conversation about UFOs and further elevate the significance of such phenomenon on the international stage, making other countries consider doing the same. So, do you think these bodies are alien? Comment down below. Also, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell.